Right, so we continue on with our therapy session, right, with the people who conduct electronic harassment and so on upon people, MK Ultra, electronic harassment amongst people, right? Therapy for dogs is called it, right? Therapy for the people who MK Ultra people, who tell people to MK Ultra people, who tell people to electronically harass people, right? Because I happen to be a psychologist now, right? So we're in therapy session for these people, elites, whoever of whoever nature, right? Religion, nature, anti-religion, whatever, right? We continue with our therapy session for people who look down on people of the Caribbean, right? For seeing people respond to things like these um, with dancehall, carnival, and so on in the Caribbean, within the Caribbean, who respond to things done to them like that as dogs, right? We're doing therapy for those people who MK Ultra and electronically harass people, and when they respond to it, you refer to them as dogs. These are the people we're doing therapy for, right? These are the people Shansia and I doing therapy for. These are the people Buju Banton and I doing therapy for, right? These are the people we are doing therapy for, right? Um, so there's a long time in coming because, you know, these things take this kind of work take generations to do now, right? This is what Sizzla and I doing, right? This is work a lot of Rick Rebello and I doing. There's a lot of these things is like generations. Kerwin Dubois and I doing, right? Therapy for dogs, right? People who harass people, right? There's no recompense because hey, who are I going to report it to if the people I'm reporting it to is the people who doing it, right? Talking about people who want to adopt you, right? As a puppy, right? So in order for you to adopt me as a puppy, you had to be a dog. You had to be a bitch and a dog, right? So we are doing therapy for dogs, right? My people in the Caribbean and I, right, are doing therapy for dogs, right? Um, so how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Right. Well, as you all know, I'm on my period, and you all will know because here where you all is we doing therapy and all for people who does remote view, right? People who have the audacity to send technology straight inside your home and tell you it's God watching you, God is watching over you, right? That's what we're doing therapy for. NASA, British monarchy, all these segments of the world, pockets of the world, little pockets, CERN, DARPA, right? You all know that they have technologies, right, to come straight into people's homes, right? So their eyes, right? They have what? Dog eyes, right? Dog eyes. If you have technology, right, to see straight, right? Because go to see ghosts now, right? Go to see ghosts, right? So if you have technology from NASA, right, straight to see at my home, right, inside my home, and then be like, oh, um, is is God watching you, right? Allah watching you, Allah watching you, right? That's who we're doing therapy for, right? People in the pornography recruitment industry, right? We're doing pornography for that level of dogs to top dogs, right? Top dogs in the porn industry who are looking to recruit people, right? And electronically harass people, poke and provoke people, right? And have technologies to send straight into your room and into your bathroom such that people have no choice but to bathe in the dark, right? Because they're being watched by a technology, right? Not by Allah, not by God, but by a technology, right? Only to validate Mark Passio work, dark side of technology. When they're looking to do that kind of shit, right? There's a different level of evil, right? So we're talking about the dogs, right? The dogs that routinely do this thing to people. This is who we do in therapy. Something that's had to be wrong with all your mind, right? So we're trying to get the root at the root, right? Babes, we're trying to get to the root, all your mind, right? What does really cause all it to invade somebody's home privacy via technology, right? And watch them bathing naked, right? Watch them changing their clothes, right? What was the root? What was the cause of the problem, right? Because I know I had my two parents and start growing up. I'm talking to the people who wanted to remother me and refather me, right? This is who I talking to. Therapy for dogs, right? Thinking that my mother and father didn't do a good job now, right? So I'm talking to the couple or the couples out there, right? White, Islam, Hindu, whatever it is, not non-religious, right? Who recruited me as their puppy child, right? And wanted to reparent me. Who the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Right? What the fuck? right? Talking to those people, right? Wanted to reparent me, right? Hey, let's adopt a puppy. Let's adopt a puppy. Let's adopt a puppy, right? Talking to the people who wanted to reparent me, right? Reparent me from what? From what? Having sex for a lot of my life that you are predestined? Having sex for a lot of my life that your Bible and your Quran predestined? Reparent me from what? Reparent me from what? Reparent me from what? So we talking, right? So I'm waiting, right? Reparent me from what? Therapy session for puppy dogs, right? Who see people as puppy dogs. That's what we're in right now. That's what we're in now. That's what we are in now, right? Because this shit has gone too far. This shit has gone too far. It's all written in your tarot cards. This shit has gone too far, right? So we are in therapy session, right? For elite whites, right? It's members of the Bohemian Grove Secret Society, actually, right? So it's an eclectic. It's an eclectic array. It's an eclectic array. It's a diverse array of people, right? We're referring to a diverse. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're referring to a diverse array of people and eclectic. We're referring to an eclectic array of people. Eclectic array, right? So we're referring to a real kind of people, regardless of as what white, black, brown, whoever it is. Hey, you know who's the real dogs? The colors who's sucking up to white ass in this Bohemian Grove Secret Society, right? You know whites want to genocide all your mother cunt, right? But you sucking white fucking bottom, right? Sucking the bottom, sucking ass juice out of people who want to genocide the fuck out of all your people, right? That is who I therapy in right now. Elite colors, right? Elite colors is second set of people I therapy in, right? Elite colors is the second set of people. First is elite whites. Second set is elite colors, right? Who sucking the ash juice out of white's ass, who want to genocide your people, generation after generation after generation, and using all it to do it. And using all it to do it, right? And using all it to do it. What team? That is what I'm referring to, right? So when you have people sending nanotechnology inside of you, right, to force you to what? Right? To do like a puppy, right? And tell you reincarnate as a dog. Let me tell you the extent of the shit them people do to me, right? When you have people who sending nanotechnology inside of you, forcing you to bite, pull your two lips down together and pull your teeth down together like how puppies just do, right? Like how dogs just do when you're training them, right? When you have people sending nanotech in you, right? To make you make those involuntary movements. And you hear any voices that telling you bite, right? Male voice, and you know who it is, right? And when you have people telling you these things and doing it and nanotechnology to force your head to move downwards, and they're telling you BOW to their God, to whichever God, it could be in whatever religion it is, right? When you have, and that going on years now, right? When you have dogs doing that to you, making you into a dog. When you have dogs who making humans into dogs, right? That is when you know dogs running the world. Dogs running the world. When they put a nanotech inside of you to force you, your head bowing down, right? And it's not me alone, because I see it happening with others, right? So it could be me alone, and they're trying to make me believe it happened to others, right? So it could be me alone it's happening to, and they're trying to make me believe that is happening to others. But anyhow, this is what these people do to me. Put nanotech inside of me and forcing me to bow down my head at every fucking thing they want me bow to, right? Entertainment, Britain, every fucking thing, right? Here what? This is therapy, right? For what has been going on in a fuck up head, right? This is therapy for what has been going on in a fuck up head. Listen to this video. This is therapy for what has been going on in a fuck up head. It's brainwave therapy. My voice here is brainwave therapy, right? To solve the fucking problem in a fucking brain. This is brainwave therapy, right? My voice right now here is brainwave therapy for what has been going on in a fuck up mind, right? To do them kind of thing to people, right? Let's adopt a puppy, right? That's what they do, right? That's what they do. My parents did a fine job of raising me. Thank you very much. My parents did I don't need no fucking reparenting. I don't need a British reparenting, no Islam reparenting, nothing like that. Right? It's about time this bullshit fucking done. Right? Stop using people so that all you could get all the psychologists in the system to get more work to do. I don't subscribe to that shit. Stop using me so all the people in the medical industry would get more work to do. I don't subscribe to that shit. All you want me to recruit real puppies out here to do therapy or what? It's a real, the whole world have puppies for me to recruit to do therapy, what you know? Stop using me, right, to ensure that tarot card readers have something to do. It have a whole world out there puppies, you know, and it have a whole world out there dogs. Stop using the Caribbean, right, and me, right, as examples, right, for all these stupid religions and to boost up the views and the fame of all these stupid religions, right? It's a real plenty puppies out there we could adopt, you know. It's a real plenty dogs out there too we could adopt, you know. God could switch up that scene and say who's dog and who's puppy, you know. God could switch up that scene and say who exactly is dog and who exactly is fucking puppy, you know. Brainwave therapy, listen to this video, right? Listen to the elites on top, right? On top, right? Listen to this video, right? All you stink white mother cunt.